3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is a test. My name is Chayton Peterson, and welcome to the Championship Bowlers Tour here at Westie's Garden Lanes in Garden City, Idaho, part of the Boise Metro here in western Idaho. We're coming at you live here with the first qualifying squad of the final event of the season, the CB Tour Championship. I hope you are all doing well. This specific event has seen some epic finishes. Last year, Morgan Robinson captured the points championship right out of the hands of Luke Brown in this very building. And the year before that, total.
How many do we need? 7?
Yep. Where was I? Excuse me. The National Bowling Scene. That's right. We saw Kendall Miles defeat Darren Tang in the chipper. Had to strike to win the second game to split the match, and followed that up with a strike in the roll-off to capture the very first points championship. It was a crazy storybook ending to the very, very first season. And last year was a fight between Morgan Robinson and Luke Brown, who had been real consistent all season, essentially. But here we are in another example of just how crazy, these events. I get that, there's only 5. There's one major and 5 events, so one could say they're all major. Certainly when it comes to respect of the points race, but 10 points separate. 10 points separate first and second place. Morgan Robinson leads the points 24-35 to Andy Kinney's 24-25. 10 points separate those two bowlers. And it all comes down to this event. Morgan Robinson is competing this squad. See if he can get himself into the cut early on. The leader for the Friday squad is automatically in to the cashier's round. Making it to the cashier's round is going to be imperative. So for Morgan, Andy, Kyle Morrison, Giorgio, if he does end up becoming, Cameron Henning, Vincent Jablonski, Duncan Whitaker, Braden Link, Dallas Burke, Ryan Howard. I mean, all these guys, some of those guys don't necessarily have a chance at winning points. However, there's still some money to be made there, and missing the cash round, missing the bracket, that would be a travesty. Here's Morgan. He goes high flush and a really good shot. Excuse me, goodness gracious. So I have had this lingering cough forever, it feels like. And it just doesn't seem to be going away. It's driving me crazy. So I apologize in advance My voice is a little rough, or if I cough. So yeah, I apologize. Look at us. Look at what is up. What it do? LV Bowls, wow, is Jordan Katz blowing the squad? I believe so. Where the thing at? You can throw your urethane? You can. I had to do my intro, guys. I had to do the intro. I think that's a conceptual from what's his bucket? Duncan Whitaker. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Duncan. That's conceptual. I want to say Morgan might be throwing a pitch black through Ion Max in practice. I think he might be in a pitch black right now. Practice saw a wide range of equipment going down the lane. That is a pitch black. I saw Morgan throwing the mater, and that's going to miss the hood there. The tomato, and it looked okay.
But that gives you enough?
Was that with the conceptual? That was a good shot. Kid in Waynesville. Who is that? Couple conceptuals going on. I'm going to brighten this camera up a little bit. One second. That was a little dark, so we'll brighten her up. Bring the gain up a little bit. Ryan Connor, Mixer got it. He's throwing the RST Hyperdrive. Yeah, it is RST Hyperdrive. There's Jordan Katz, Pax 10. Good shot. Okay. Okay. Let's go back over here to Duncan. Excuse me. Is that a mater? That looked like a mater. Yeah. Well, a very sanded one. Very sanded. Here's Josh Groves. Carson Bell over here, as well as Dallas Burke.
Are you done with these?
I am. Tell Kenzie to come out here. See what Carson Bell is throwing. FA lefty Jordan Katz. So when that happens, Tasha Groves. Is that also a conceptual from the right gutter? Yep. Couldn't get that out. See Morgan. Black's a 7. That looks like a pitch black also. Here's Dallas Burt. He's throwing urethane from the right gutter, and that's going to a pack 10. So it looks like a little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. Oh, gets the tap. Caitlin Robinson, Bangarang Rufio, double up. All right, can't be chopping the 6'10" like that. The pattern on the fresh plays pretty flat until some frictions developed on the. Oh, nice spare, nice spare. Until some frictions developed in the track area, it feels very, very flat. Once that friction gets developed, I think you'll be able to get in and you'll be able to have a pretty good line. But on the fresh, it feels fairly flat. At least that's what, when I tested it, it felt like I just couldn't, there was no, like, I don't know what to do. Like, playing straight didn't look good for me. I mean, there's a really good example of I don't think that's the play. I think Dallas Burks did it okay. His ball kind of the hook stop deal. But I don't know. I didn't really have a look to the right. My ball hooked too early. And then if you pitch it out, it never slows down. So until some friction is developed to the right, they're just kind of hard. And that was some intent. Last year's pattern was a pretty, oh, that's a nice spare from Duncan. Was a pretty gradual transition from, of loads. There was like 15 different loads in there. This one, we kind of did a few more 2-2s and then just sucked the shape into the middle part of the lane quicker. So there would be, a little, I feel like it plays flatter and it's backward. It sounds backwards to say that, but like the first 15 or 20 feet are flatter than last year's pattern. Kat says they're very hard, V hard. It's just a less of a gradual shape in. It's just flat and then sucked in so that the shape is to the middle part of it. So we're going to see how that transition. Now, I think you're going to have to create some friction with it being 31 mils and 46 feet. It's a good amount of oil out there, and you're going to need to create some friction. Cats rolled up and said they hard. Wrote it on the back of the scorecard. Let's go back here to Ryan Connor, see what he's doing. He picked the 210. Nice. There it is. I mean, the ball just, it speeds up right there.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
Who is?
Blair.
Blair. Who's Blair? Oh, Caps. Cappies?
What he was.
Capes? Yeah, I don't see anybody whacking them.
Blair had 4 or 5 in a row.
Oh, he did, yeah, and then missed the head pin. Dallas Burke went to the face. He went strike, spare, open, double, open. Yeah, so I went with a little bit flatter. Let's see if I can pull up last year's pattern. He missed it. Whiffs it. Let's go back here to Morgan. Let's see if I can find this. What? Here it is. So we had, in total, there were 2 2-2s on that last pattern. Now there was on the forward pass, 1 2-2, 1 3-3, 1 4-4, 1 5-5, 1 6-6, 1 7-7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Boom, 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 just like that. And then reverse, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So that's kind of how it went last year. 45 feet, 29.7 mils, and a total ratio of 2.9 to 1. This pattern, I wanted to suck that shape in quicker. So a little flatter in the front part and then suck the shape in quicker. So you just didn't have that, I don't know, it just felt like, and this isn't a knock because he did what he did. And I just wanted it to mostly just be different from what Cam Henning did last year. And that was set the scoring pace, scoring record on the CB Tour, 1298 in 5 games. Very good. We wanted something a little different, similar. We like the longer pattern here. One of the similar, different shape that your ball made. But I think we're getting. Oh, I don't have Nightbot updated. Oh, guys, that's not a good deal. Can't even see the pattern. You're looking at a different pattern. Let's get that in. To the bathroom.
Just leave the iPad.
I want to hold your hand. They do not look friendly. They look rather difficult, actually. I'm interested to see how they break down. As Duncan Whitaker gets a nice break there. Keelan makes her spare. Oh, Ryan overcuts that. Dang it. Let's check in Jordan Katz and Doug Hankins over here on 30-32. I'm quickly updating Nightbot so you guys can see the pattern. Nice strike there from Jordan Katz. That's done. Let me get you guys to the standings here. What?
Did you just watch that?
Watch what?
No, shut up. Oh.
What? No, I guess I didn't. No, I did not watch it. The replay not working, or did I just miss hitting replay? Let's see. Oh, we don't have replay buffer on. Stupid. Stupid. 244 from Blair Caps. So as we're sitting here saying they're easy, or they're hard. Blair Caps. You have the right pattern? No. It is now. I think it is now. I updated. No dice for Katzo. There's a nice strike there from Ryan Connor, who is struggling. All right, is this the right pattern? It is. So on this one, you can see there are a total of 9 2-2s. So we went from 2 total on the last pattern last year to 9. Flatten it out. There's only 2.7 to 1. 2.7 to 1 versus 2.9 to 1. So that ratio, you know, what you would normally say, oh, that dictates how hard or difficult the pattern is going to be. That ratio is not far off. Yeah, Doc Holliday. Thanks. 204. So more 2-2s, and then just suck the pattern in quicker so that the shape is kind of there in the middle part of the lane. And I thought maybe that would help us from, you know, the right side being so much in play, or not the right. I don't mean just right versus left. I mean just, you know, towards the gutters being so much more in play. They're much flatter there this year. Much less shape there, much flatter. The shape really built into the middle part of the pattern here. So 9 2-2s versus 2. That's going to get you 6 on the forward pass and 3 on the reverse. It's baring its teeth. It's baring its teeth. A couple guys got out early on it, but Jared Edmonds 220, Jordan Katz shot 2-0. Excuse me. Christina Love says, Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you, too. Morgan on a string of strikes now to finish the game. He finally switched out of that pitch black, it seems. And hopefully we don't get DMCA'd from this music. I hope it's loud enough so that it can't get us here. When as the bowling winding down, the music's getting louder and louder. Here is Morgan on 35, the Freeway Pro Shop banner pair. Got it. Looks like he's figuring them out now. Me, more cowboy than you. Oh. Well, it's 6 on the fill. Could have been better, could have been worse. Morgan gets away with 217. 217. Let's see if we have any more scoring updates. Brock Baker 212, Carson Bell 2-0, Jeff Williams 2-0. Caps, Paxton. It looks like he's throwing a pitch black. I thought maybe I saw a motive ball there, a Venom. Is there a black Venom? I believe there's a black Venom. Someone was definitely throwing a black Venom. Now, I don't know if it's Blair Caps, and that might be a pitch black. It's like we're about to get game 2 underway here on the Friday night qualifying squad. Here in Garden City, Idaho. Josh Grove's going to let that one leak a little bit. And away it goes. This is what I felt. The first few games that I bowled on it, not easy. All the scores in now. Me, more cowboy than you. Where's standings? So, off the rip, we have 17 Open Division bowlers bowling this squad. We'll be taking 3 out of that division. Plus 44, Blair Caps. Jared Edmonds plus 21, Morgan Robinson plus 17. Squad leader will automatically make the cashers round. We're in now game 2. Open Division cut as it sits plus 17 after winning the other division. Minus 20. Minus 20, the number in the under division. That's Ron Slate. And your high woman, the high woman right now is Caitlin Robinson. Okay, yep. Standings. And she is minus 35. What? Oh my God, what is going on? Scape. I don't know. I'm clicking all kinds of buttons. Minus 30. Okay. Blair Caps on a double. Start game 2. Wants to quit. It doesn't go to the face. Dallas Burke left the 2-4-5, 3/4 of the bucket. Tasha Grove's going to bleed one through the face there. Look, Peace trips that out. It's over here to the end. it is, Ryan Connor. Goes spare. Is that a 5 spare? 5 spare double to start game number 2. Walla Walla, Washington. Gotta love the Washingtonians showing up here at the Tour Championship. Oh, Ron Slagle packs 10. Let's go back here to Josh Groves, see if he throws a better ball here. It looks like it, and it packs. It slaps the 10 out. I don't know if that was necessarily packed, but it did slap the 10 out, so that's good. Here's Morgan. Oh, bang, got it. Now that we got to watch back. Bangarang Rufio. Bounds an 8-pin here. You can say that for a lefty. Sends a messenger and double taps it. Put an X on the board. We got Duncan Whitaker and Ryan Connor firing off on 30 and 32. The Tour Championship pair. Ooh, that's a nice shot there from Duncan. Splits the 8-9. Mixer gets the 7. No. Ryan Connor. It looks like Duncan is into, what is that, an Origin EX? Ryan Connor still in that RST Hyperdrive. It does seem that there's a little less hook to the right than there was in the practice session. I think those who bowled the practice session are a little tripped up by that because there definitely was some bounce to the right, and I think a lot of that is gone. Now that the pattern has been ran twice, because I did see a lot of success with a lot of guys throwing urethane equipment. I just don't see it right now. I don't know what Blair Capps is throwing. Again, but he's also playing a way different part of the lane than I've seen anybody else with urethane. So that could be it too. Check in on him. Tournament leader currently. Josh Gross, proprietor here. Splits the 8-9. Nice shot. Who are you waving at? Ken. Who are you waving at? Caps through the face. What's Carson Bell doing? Carson shot 203 game 1. He's still trying to rip it off the gutter. That was there, and it did sweep. 36 did sweep the 10 pin. It moved the 10 pin far enough out of spot. Ken, you're gonna have to help him on 36. He did leave the 10 pin. They got to respot it. On 36, they got to respot the 10 and swiped it. So I said, fortunately, I was watching, but looks like it went out of range just a hair. The camera that does all the scoring, I'm sure thought it had fallen because it was outside of its range, so it thought there was a strike. That's how it goes. That's how she goes. Sometimes she goes, sometimes she don't. And that time she went. Here's Josh Gross to look for a 3-bagger. Looks pretty good if it holds. That's it doesn't. The YouTube chat was popping there for a little bit, and now y'all are dead. What happened? Do they have intercoms?
Things like to tell the desk. I don't think Tasha said to go tell them, so I assume no.
It's a long walk. Long walk. How about Morgan? It's a hook. Oh, barely got him. What was that? What was that? What?
He said that he has muffins in his office in a bag that says Merry Christmas. If we want any, they said they'll probably take you up on that tomorrow morning.
That's what he told you? What the heck?
I thought he even told me to go get like a walkie-talkie from his office or something. What? What, buddy?
Can I help you?
Little sickly guy over here.
Yes. I think it's doing all right.
Kinda slow.
That's good. You want less than 60 is good.
Oh my god, it's slow. See it when you start getting pissed off. It should be like 150 when I buy it. It's don't like me that much.
It's not.
A lot of splits.
Yeah, we got. They're not that easy. There's 9 2-2s. So it's pretty flat.
It's in 3 games.
When have we ever bowled 3? Yeah.
I don't know where I came from. There was. Oh no, I'm thinking. What am I talking about? No, what I'm thinking
Carson? There's a lot of oil out there. Mixer for Tasha Groves. Nice shot. Ooh, dead flush there for Josh. Josh is getting. He throws it slow. They definitely think you got to watch your speed. I think especially on the fresh, I did. Really have to throw. I had to throw all my balls slow. Fast, the ball just would not slow down. Dallas doubles up now, back into the urethane. Well, I don't know if he ever left the urethane, but certainly that ball was urethane. Blair Caps misses the headpin left, and here's Carson Bell. Well, strike there. So they're taking a more pointed approach, and I don't think that was necessarily the play last year. I think you could hook it a little bit. They are definitely point. That's to the face. Messenger, gets 9. Let's go over here to Brock Baker, Doc Holliday. Doc through the face. Trips the 6 bet, and here's Brock Baker. Needs to hook. It does. Slaps the 10 out. Schlappy's the 10 out. There's Jared Edmonds. There's Cats. What, Doug? Mixer, no. Let's go to Duncan. Switch. Can't get him to go. I don't think EX is a strong enough ball. Here is the leader in the points, Morgan Robinson. We get back on the strike train. That's a better looking ball. And it looked real good through the pins. Excellent. Excellent. Willard Peace packs it. I just didn't pack it, but trips the 4-9, so that's good. It's pretty good. Oh, oh no. Well, the no proprietor hits here. That is a pocket 710. Carson through the face. Blair Cap's going to leave the bucket there. Not sure everyone was prepared for how difficult they're playing. I wonder if this might be the most 2-2s we've ever put into a pattern. Let's do a quick look here, but I do think that this might be the most 2-2s we have put in a pattern. This is the Freeway Pro Shop Classic. 3, 6. 6 2-2s there. Coach K had... That one had 9 2-2s. Coach K had 9 2-2s. That's actually a lot. I cannot believe that hooked as much as it did. It's 32 mils, and that pattern hooks so much. The Masters had 4. 6 2-2s. Well, this is certainly playing as one of the harder patterns that we can have. There was a lot more hook to outside near the gutter in the practice session, and that hook is not here now. It's not here. Let's go to Jordan Katz, Brock Baker. Carson Bell left that. Missed it a board or two right. There's Josh Groves, who had been bowling pretty good this game. He's got 5. Oof. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, man. Ryan Connor can put up a decent game here. Get to 27. But if he punches out here in the 10th, the ball checks on him through the face. Hard, man. That did not hold. Holy crap. Well, he's not quite long enough where that ball doesn't hook. Wow. Oh, man. So 207 for Ryan Connor. Solid game. Morgan got it. Let's go to Dallas Burke. He's got a double here. Spare, double, spare, double. Oh, got it. It's the 9-pin out of there. There's another good shot there on 32. Me, more cowboy than you. More cowboy than you. 193 from Blair Caps. Brock Baker backs up his 212 to 172, and Jared Edmonds shoots 160. I think we're going to cinch this field up pretty tight. It's going to get pretty tight over here. I cut myself bad and I keep scabbing. What is going on? Weird. I don't like that. Duncan has left the 110. Not every day you have to shoot at the 110. Let's go over here to Carson Bell. I flush. Oh, Morgan Robbins. Oh, Caitlin Daggett. It's a split. Back to Dallas. He's on a 3-bagger. A 4-bagger here would be huge. Running it out. Oh, can't trip the 4-pin. That ball hooked a little bit. You can't believe it. It's a good-looking ball for Morgan. Hook. Oh! Beats that one. So another fill ball for 222. I think that will propel Morgan to the lead. No, it's gotta. Yeah, plus 39. He'll jump Blair Caps. Mixer got it. 35 there. Excuse me. Carson. Face split. Back to Duncan. He's into a different ball. Is that a Vengeance maybe? Gets them all to fall there. He can punch out for 170. That is not ideal. Ooh, there's another good shot from Duncan. If that is a Vengeance, that's a step up in cover stock strength. So I certainly think that was the play. Don't think the EX's cover was strong enough for the amount of oil that's on the lane. It does look to be a Vengeance. So good ball change there. Let's go, Mo. John Marsh. Dan says hi. What's up? Leave the 2-8-10 in the fill, so shoots 170. Here is Tasha Groves. Dallas is probably going to give himself a plus here, if he isn't already. He's at 225. Oh, through the face. So what could have been there for Dallas? A 4-pin in the ninth frame really put a stop to the game bowling. He'll get to 220. Could have been to 230. Probably could have been 250 had he not 9 spared there in the ninth, and then that errant shot there for 226. So he'll give himself the plus, and he'll take over third place. Plus 7 is the number in the open division, so the cut goes down. Goes down 10 pens. After 2 games here in the open division. The under division, minus 44. And in the high woman, minus 71. After 2, we're into the third game now. into the third game now. Oh no, Dallas. And you guys finished the frame? Situation here where we had bowled on the wrong leaves. So we got to re-rack them. Completed frames also, so we didn't get caught forever. Stack them and rack them. Here's Recon. Oh my God. Ryan Connor wraps a 10 pin on a pretty good ball. That's a tough break. Let's go to Dallas. Got it. Got it. Gosh, bro, that are really good shots. What's the 8-9? Real nice, huh? Yeah. That's a really good shot there on lane 30. Oh, trips the 4-9 Carson Bell. You lucky duck. You lucky duck. There's Katz. Jordan Katz on 32. High flush. Counted up. Really good shot. Here's Ryan Connor. Ooh, that was really good. That was really good. It's like maybe a transformer. Maybe. Dallas Burke looking for a double of his own. Yeah, that was a bad shot. That was way left. Way left. Let's go here and see Caitlin and Morgan. And Blair Caps. Who at one point was leading this event. Now is in second place, plus 37. So you got Morgan Robinson, plus 39. Blair Caps at plus 37. Dallas Burke at plus 7. Carson Bell at plus 2. So you got 4 bowlers under par here. Morgan is struggling mightily here on 37 and 8. Blair Cap strikes again. And you got Brock Baker minus 16, Jeff Williams minus 17, Jared Emmons minus 19, Mark Johnson minus 23, Carter Penkowski minus 35, and Jordan Katz is your top 10 at minus 36. Wheeler just chopped the 3-pin the 3-pin out of the 136. What the heck? That's crazy. Couldn't even get that out. I didn't know what I was talking about. Excuse me. Josh Groves. Make sure to count it. Duncan Whitaker. Keep going. Morgan. Ooh, there's a good shot. I just missed Blair Caps. He did strike. Sorry, I was trying to get here to Jordan Katz, who goes through the face. Here's Duncan. Ooh. Yeah. Aaron, see you tomorrow. Will do. Will do. The player's still in that black ball. I really wish I knew what it was. It wants to go Brooklyn. It does not. Oh, good shot there from Duncan. Crossover there. Willard Peace. Here is Dallas Burke. Goes strikes, spare, strike. Ball's left off his hand. Is it left off his hand or is it hooking his feet? I'll have to say. You make it? Oh, Dallas Burke, Bangarang Rufio. That's fair. Morgan Robinson. Can't throw it there. Oh, man. Chops the washout. I sense a little bit of a fry. A little heat coming from that pair over there. I don't know if it's ball reaction from Oregon this game, or if he just isn't throwing it very good this game. That would make sense why maybe he's frying out a little bit if he just doesn't feel that he's throwing it as good as he can. And a plaque 10. Plaque. Not say that. Wow. I don't know what was going on there. See that a lot. The 1, 2, 4, 10. Just missing the head pin right, squaring the 3-pin up. That has been easy to do today. See Ryan Connor. He's on a double. Does he like it? Oh, he does. He does. See if Morgan can get her going to finish this game. Punch it out and save something. He's throwing a concept now. That didn't do what I think he wanted it to do. I don't know if he necessarily threw that one bad, but certainly it did not do what I think he needed it to do. That's a strike from Doug Hankins on lane 34 on the EFX pair, Apparel EFX. Guys, if you're going to the Open Championships and you're going to need some team jerseys, hit up Apparel EFX. They've made sure our CB teams that have gone to the Open Championships are looking fresh doing it. So, apparelefx.co to get your jersey today. That is Whittle, and I wonder if that's going to be out of range. No, it picked it up. It picked it up. Okay. Here is Jordan Katz. Katz having an okay game here. You can get to 211 with a strike here. Hates it. Hates it. So 201. He's at 200. So a spare here gets him 201. Dallas face splits. How is it, Josh?
If I could literally take advantage of the good breaks you do get, and the other ones you can see me I miss them. 10 pins. And easy stuff that I picked up all week and just kind of, I don't know what it is, but I'm right. I'm standing right at like 23, kind of in between, kind of 17, 18 area. Let it float right there. Especially if you can break.
Yeah, they don't look as soft as they did in practice.
Huh?
They don't look as soft as they did in practice.
Well, they were right on top of the house. Not going to look as soft as they do tomorrow either. Or not. They're going to look different tomorrow.
Yep. It seemed like there's more hook. When they were on top of the house, there's more hook to the gutter. And now that's just not good. You're in there and it's flat.
Yeah.
Not a ton of hold either. It's not like long enough for your ball to not hook down there. Dicey.
I'm just happy I didn't shoot in 60.
Well, you got to take the good when you can get it. You got to take the good with the bad. Oh. Dallas is riding that purple hammer. he just
He'll never die.
he's 5'10", 5'7". I don't know if that's the play anymore. I don't know what the play is for him, at least, but I don't know if that's the play. Oh, and just barely missed it. So he tries to pick both of those splits and misses them both. And he is in a bit of a deep hole now. Oh, wonderful shot from Tasha Groves there. See Ryan Connor. Oh, good shot. Good shot. Morgan. They found a little something. Too little too late, it looks like, though. At least for this game. At least for this game. I think if you get a strong enough squad and it breaks them down right, I think you will make them scoreable quicker. I don't know if this squad will ever get them scoreable or really scoreable. They seem pretty flat. It doesn't seem like enough hook has been created in the track, and maybe even just a little right of the track. Even with the people that were throwing a lot of surface over there, didn't really seem like it helped much. I certainly don't think that speed is your play. We've gone through a lot of the year where speed certainly was a good thing. Don't think that's the play here. Throwing it hard, I think, is going to get you in trouble. And I guess the very first tournament, Gio won, and Gio does not, throwing it hard and Gio are not in the Lissy span and throwing at a spare. But certainly not in the same category. So, and I think throwing it hard right now is not the play. I guess we should have known that. We should have known that. I don't know. And I don't really know what the talk was. Obviously, I don't hear the talk when the pattern gets announced fully, what people might think or say. I knew from when I was throwing shots on the test that I had to be a little bit slower in my speed. I would hope that perked up some of the ears of some of the bowlers that maybe felt that they didn't necessarily have a chance on some of the other patterns. Well, you certainly have a chance on this one. This is if... Oh, he's going to get... No, it fell off the back. I thought he was for sure going to. If the Freeway Pro Shot Classic was I think it was a little closer to what we were looking for as far as how we wanted the pattern to play. Obviously, we kind of struck lightning the very first time we did it at the Trade Mortgage Open earlier this season, which seems like forever ago now. And this, we got, just didn't really do any of the... What's up, Mary? I don't want to say necessarily gimmicks, but attempts at doing something different with doing the lanes that worked in some cases, didn't work in others. It certainly didn't work in the Masters, and the Coach K was close. I don't think it was perfect. Freeway Pro Shop was too much in the opposite direction, so I don't think it really made a difference. And then this, we just aren't doing it at all. It's a long pattern with 31 mils. Like the short side of, I guess the medium side of long. This is right in the middle of what a long pattern would be, I guess. 50 is really long. So, I guess, I don't know, what's the end of medium and the beginning of long? 42 is medium. I don't know. I guess 38 is really short for medium, but I would say 38 is the beginning of medium to 41 or 2, right? I don't think 42 is long. I think 43 is the short side of long. 42, I think, is the long side of long. That's where I would draw it. So 46 is in the middle there. And pretty flat. Pretty flat. I think one thing that I have been able to also do is just we've been here before. I've bowled here, and I've watched a lot of bowling in this center, and in a lot of the centers that we're going to, the house has moved, we're non-reactive. That we make patterns and that helps. That helps. Going in blind is certainly not ideal, and we kind of know the characteristics of this center, and the goal was definitely flatter and harder. That's why there are as many 2-2s as there are. This pattern, that is why the shape is really concentrated in the middle. And the goal was to make it a little bit flatter. I know we had a little bit of a discussion on the interwebs on Facebook about the scoring pace of the PBA event this week. That pattern isn't necessarily easy. I get that there's some friction to throw at with the way that it's blocked up. It's kind of deceiving, but there is some friction on the track to throw at. The middle part of the lane, as far as the loads go, are flat. Now, that doesn't mean, if you talk to enough lanemen, good ones at least, you'll know that topography has a significant impact on the way the lanes play. So I think the topography of the center that they're at, I think the carry is pretty good there, and I think the topography is pretty good for this pattern at least. And then the other thing too is that those guys just break the patterns down. I've heard it from when we've had pros bowl our tournaments, where they're wow, you guys, we really did a number to this pair. Like they messed it up, or they didn't. They could have done a better job, or if they get paired with somebody who does know what they're doing. Now that pair all of a sudden is much easier than it was the time before. So those guys' abilities to doctor up a pair or a pattern with some Aberlon pads and a bunch of surface also helps that case. So I think one of the advantages of having a wide variety of skill levels is the integrity of the pattern doesn't really get, I don't want to necessarily say messed up, but it certainly plays closer to what it, there's not as much manipulation to the pattern. And I'm not saying, those guys are definitely purposely doing, but I'm not saying that's the bad thing. They're not manipulating the pattern in a bad way, but they are certainly manipulating the pattern with the way that they throw it and what they choose to sand their balls with. It's part of the game. But you don't get that nearly as much here because there is such a wide variety of skill levels. So we're through 3 games, and now we're going into game 4. Let's get a scoring update. -5. -5 the cut in the open division. Again, there's only 3 people right now as it sits making it through in the open division. When's the last time that the cut number was minus? A long time. Not Coach K. From the Island Gold Classic, Season 2. So in the open division, it drops again to -5. -5. Blair Caps +61. Carson Bell is even Stevens. Morgan Robinson -5. Dallas Burke -13. Doug Hankins -21. Jared Edmonds -26. Mark Johnson, Jeff Williams -30. Jordan Katz -35. Ryan Connor -40. That's your top 10. Over in the under division, -81. -81, and then finally in the high woman, also 81 is the number. So there you have it. Cody, the bracket that you'll see is from the Freeway Pro Shop Classic. So just so you're aware, it's not the current bracket. because that hasn't been created. Yeah. Scores all over the place. Caps has been most consistent, 240, 190, 220. Carson also has been pretty good, I guess more consistent, just not, he's 60 pins behind. 203, 199, 198. Morgan on a roller coaster ride here. 220, 150. Dallas 180, 220, 180. Doug 170, 180, 220. Same thing with Jared. So it's been all over the place for a lot of the guys bowling right now. Goodness. Through the face there for Caps. Oh, nice shot there for Morgan Robinson. He switched to, he was throwing reactive, and now he's into a concept, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's see what Dallas Burke is doing. And Jordan Katz. See Jordan's ball just wiggle there, like started hooking, then went back to the left. It was weird. That looks pretty good from Dallas Burke. I'm surprised he was stuck in whatever he was stuck in for as long as he was stuck in. Because that looks phenomenal. Not Duncan. It's like maybe he's gone back to a pitch black. What is going on? What the heck is going on? Messenger. Oh my gosh, Josh can't get any of the owner hits. It's not owner, but proprietor hits. It's whack. Ridiculous. Oh, Blair Caps. No way that falls. Doesn't fall. So it doesn't fall. No way that doesn't fall. Let's be Ryan Connor here. Oh, yeah. Wonderful shot. He is just really struggling right now, I think, to repeat shots because when he throws it good, his ball is phenomenal. What about Morgan? Got it. Shot there from Willard Peace. Hello. Crosses over there. Here's Jordan Katz. That's a really good shot. Dallas up the lane. Does it hold? No. That's another thing is there's just not a lot of hold. That ball's up the lane. Some long patterns that might hold. Not today. Back to Morgan. Looking for a three-bagger here. I'm going to leave the 7. That is the 7. Eric Biner says, see y'all tomorrow. See you tomorrow, brother. See you tomorrow. Oh, and there's an 810. No, that's a 792. No. I don't know what this is. I'm just talking out my behind right now. Here's Ryan. Does not trip the 4. Ball checks on him just a bit. Brock Baker throwing a Cove ski. That's the face. He'll get 5. Jordan looking to double here. Man, that left lane looks awful for him because that was not far off from the ball that looked like it backed up on him. And that ball was high. So that lane doesn't look very nice. Let's go Blair Caps. Mixer, got it. Bangarang Rufio. Pocket 710. Messenger. Oh. Almost saw back-to-back pocket 710s. here on 33 and 4. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Better go switch that camera. That needs to hook a lot and did not. Oof. All right, well, I'll be right back. I'm going to change the camera battery. Leave you here at the 2026 CB Tour Championship, presented by Storm Bowling Products. All right, I'm back. Did I miss anything good? I don't think so. More carnage. You got it. Oh. 225? 205? 205 for Blair Cap. So he's maintaining. This does not slow down. Get some 9 out of it. Can't believe it. Josh is on a double. Could have a big game here with a strike. And he'll plaque a 10. Dang it. Man. They look brutal out there, guys. There's just no room to hide. You just can't miss a lot. It's really hard to get your ball to go through the pins, too. That's an excellent shot that does not strike for Morgan Robinson. So that's got to be frustrating there. Very stark contrast to what we saw last year at this tournament. Ryan Connor will not get him to go. Let's see. The CB Terra Championship. Let's see what we did. In open quali, only Friday, Evan Nash went 100 over. 180, 190, 240, 230, 260. Yannick, we missed our Yannick, went 92 over. Zach Anderson went 43 over. Doug Hankey went 37. So someone did go 119 over. Now, Evan Nash was 16th place. Adam Geschke and Gio tied at 106 over. And Cameron Henning set the record with plus 298. And Morgan Robinson went plus 271. Qualifying, there was 3 200 overs. And then the cut was 100 over, so you need to average 220. Wow. Well, going to be different this week, I think. But plus 66 is now what Blair Caps is at. Morgan has fallen to minus 15. Doug has gotten himself to minus 19. Jared Edmonds, minus 25. Okay, last game. A lot of this squad is just, if you can get yourself into the number one spot, you're in. You're in. So. Goes to the face for Dallasburg. He put together a decent game, right? Yeah, he's gonna shoot two. He's got a great game going. Just an 8 there. In the second part of his 10th frame. I don't. What do you call that? If you strike in the first frame or the first shot of the 10th, what is now? Is this isn't your fill anymore, right? 217? No, 235. Dallas Burt is going to get to plus. But looks like he'll be second place. Looks like we should have scores ready. We do. Blair Caps leads plus 66. Dallas Burt plus 22. And Carson Bell plus 12. Three bowlers are plus 66 now. Leads plus 12 the number in the open division. So it goes up from -5 to plus 12. I kind of figured that this is kind of what would happen as some friction develops to the right on the track. I kind of figured that they're going to open up, be able to shoot some scores. And, you know, that game, we had several 200 games, 205, 203, 212, 202, 201, 204, 204, 236. So, quite a few good games in game number 4. Morgan Robinson on the outside looking at it. He is -15. Doug Hinkins -19. Jared Edmonds is -25. Mark Johnson and Jeff Williams tied at -26. Ryan Connor -47. And Josh Groves is 10th place at -60. That is your open division. If we go over to the under, -108. -108 is the score to beat. Now, that's Tasha Gross. And Ron Slagle had been leading that until this last game, and it is now Tasha Gross. So your high woman now is -127, Caitlin Ross. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Cookie crumbles in such a way that's the way it crumbles. So what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Okay. That's what Carson Bell's doing. Ooh, skinny jeans. We've missed a messenger from Josh Groves. Let's roll, everyone. Yes, sir. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, does Morgan stay in that concept? It's like it might be kind of dark in there to tell. Yeah, it is. Nice. Dallas missed the hit. Right, they are difficult, man. Wow, I'm surprised. There just really is no friction developed to the right. When I was bowling, at some point, you know, if you got it right quick, it cut the track and stopped. Now, the panels at Ben Lomond Lanes are very old. I'm not saying these are necessarily new, but they certainly aren't as old as the ones at Ben Lomond. So that track looks a lot. And you know, I got the right quick one with Transformer, and it would catch the track and stop going right, and, you know, and then shape. And I shot 240 or 249 the last game that I bowled. My look was pretty good. I felt like I could continue to do that now. Could have been just the pair. I don't know. But that doesn't look like it's been developed yet. What I see is if you get it right, it does not slow down. It just continues to go on. And then if you miss up the lane, there's just no, you're not left enough to find any hold there. So I haven't really seen this is what you should do. Over to Mo, this shot. Face. Oh, it's 9. Lucky break. Ryan Connor has moved the furthest left I've seen anybody get. Wrapped a 10-pin there. His ball just hooked too late. I told you there. I guess maybe I didn't. I thought I did in my thing. I think I did. I didn't post that they were hard. My videos made it didn't seem like they were, but they felt difficult and flat on the fresh. They did not feel that easy. Let's head over to Blair Caps, who leads at plus 66. And that ball's packed. So he goes strike 9 spare 9 dash strike. That was an excellent shot. I really wonder what he is throwing. Might go down there and just take a look. See. This is a very clear view, though. I don't see a logo on there. Well, Mixer got it. Dallas burn. Dallas burn. Okay, I gotta go see what this is. Virtual energy blackout and a black venom is what Blair has said he has been throwing throughout the squad. Successfully, obviously. Not your thing. Virtual energy blackout and a black venom. Blair Caps, that's what he's throwing. Happy birthday in the morning. Yes, happy birthday to the current points leader and reigning champion bowler of the year, Morgan Robinson. Ugh, blacks a 7. You know, I never understood why for the British Open or the Open Championship they cut that. Like I got the champion bowler of the year from champion golfer of the year, but he only won one tournament. So how can he be the champion golfer of the year? The CB Tour champion bowler of the year. You won the point. So I don't know. That was always the thing. So that's why I used it, because I thought, well, you are. You won the points. You're the best bowler this year. Proved. So I don't know. Maybe someone else. I'm sure there's some lore behind that. Maybe somebody can inform me. No knock. I thought. I mean, I think it sounds cool. That's why I used it. It does sound cool. But I just didn't fully understand why it's champion golfer of the year when they only won the Open. Excuse me. How come they don't call the U.S. Open champion the champion golfer of the year? Plaque a 10 for Josh Groves again. Unfortunately, we are clouding him bad. Ryan Connor with that split. He has really struggled. You have to figure that he's going to bowl tomorrow, and he's going to really need to figure out a game plan, because what he has been doing this block has not worked. I don't think he's necessarily throwing it bad, but these bad shots aren't plaque 10s, they're splits. Oh, made the spare. Good spare. Good spare. Let's go to tournament leader. Blair Caps. I'm going to get to go, and Carson Bell. I mean, Carson's in the network plus 12. Is sticking with what he. What is it? Run with what you. What is. I don't remember the saying exactly how it goes. Run with what you brung. That's the only way it rhymes. What is it when, you're sticking with who you brought to the dance? I don't know. Something to that extent. Some old man saying back in the day. Deadwood 32, Deadwood 32, Deadwood 32. And we got Deadwood on lane 32. Yeah. Bloop. Does it score it? Is it gonna score it? Well, I guess he'll throw at it and then just change the score, because it didn't swipe it, so that's good. So Carson made it. Let's make sure it scored it a 9 spare. It does, not a 9 foul. Hook. Oh my gosh, another black 10. Oh, Josh, I'm sorry. I think that, there's scores out there to be had. I think they're hard to get, and I think that's going to bring you back for some more. So I think you're going to see a lot of people re-enter tomorrow with a new game plan to try to figure these out, because it's right there. It's so close. That's up the lane a little bit. You just cannot miss there. Ball does not lay down. I remember last year we were throwing, ion maxes to the right. So we were throwing some urethane to the right and some ion maxes to the right. And then, when I say right, I mean like 7. Not like 2 or 3, like 7, 8. And kind of pretty straight. We're not swinging the lane there. I don't see that right now. I don't see that being a thing. And that was kind of the point. That you wouldn't be able to kind of camp out there. And I think a lot of the loads, last year's pattern allowed for that. And that's just it's a learning process. It's an art, really. So it's trial and error. You go out, you try something, it doesn't work, you try it again. Try something a little different. And I've started to understand, some concepts of pattern design, and I think I had intent. I had an intent to kind of get rid of that. It wasn't just the urethane, but every ball. Because I remember Ryder Hudson bowled really good, and he was throwing on max con to the right. And not saying that that was last year. I'm not saying that was a bad thing. That was last year, and we want to do something different this year. So it, with intent, changed what the pattern design was. I think we've achieved that. Because it looks significantly harder than it was last year. And that camp out to the right there just isn't viable. The ball wiggles in the middle part of the lane when you're over there, and so you got to get left. And now all of a sudden, that's where the shape is, and you're just towing with, does it slow down? Does it not? Can I get it through the pins? Is this the right ball? We've seen people baited into moving back to the right. I don't know if that's the move. Blair, ooh, I did not look good going to the pins. I think Ryan's close. I think he just needs to move probably 3 left and throw it slower. Ooh, Caitlin Robinson trips to 7-9. 7-9, 4-9. I really do think that that's the play, but maybe doesn't have that tool in the bag. And it's not like we only have, one on a lane. This is about what you'll see as far as the amount of people on a lane during tomorrow's squad. So the transition shouldn't be too much different unless, again, you just have more people with more surface to the right or something like that. But as far as the amount of traffic that you'll see, it should be quite similar. I don't see us having more than 4 on a pair. Potentially even just less. It's hard to say sometimes these things, but sometimes the Friday squad are just way less amount of people. Sometimes we only have 3, with some pairs having 2, and the breakdown. And the breakdown's just way less. But collecting scorecards. Cats to end this game. He had a decent game here. It's just hard to find something that will consistently work. The ball does it up and different every shot. That's a good ball from Morgan. It's a three-bagger from Morgan, actually. Blah, blah. Blah, blah. Dallas Burke saying 120 make the cut. I was like, I don't know about that. My guess is 40 or 50, maybe. It depends on how many entries we get, but I mean, I do think you can put together a 230 or 40 game without much effort. Like, it's like if you get lined up and you throw some good shots, I think you can get there. Not with ease, but you can get there. But to do that over this many games, 5 games, I don't know if they're going to be able to maintain a 230 average. So. How's that? That's a little bit of a miss left, and it hits. So, I think that's where you got to be. You got to find a spot where you're throwing it slow enough. That's too fast. Yeah. I mean, how good am I? I called that. You got to get to a point where what Morgan did hits the pocket. Now, it doesn't have to strike, but you got to get to a point where your miss right or left, whatever you are, right or left, where that miss hits the pocket. You got to get there. And certainly speed has something to do with it. So you're going to have to throw it pretty slow to get over there to do that. And that also means you're going to have to be pretty far left. So I like what Morgan's doing. I think that is definitely the right play. I certainly do not think throwing it faster to the right is the play. There's just too many 2-2s. I mean, so that's what I would be doing. I think Duncan might have missed up the lane a little bit. He gets stopped. Really trying to find that hold here. And who knows? Maybe scoring pace will go up tomorrow. Everybody figures out how to play them. It doesn't really look like there's that much hold in the middle of the lane. They're pretty flat. And that's Ryan is just too far right. Oh. Just want to grab him and move him 5 left and move him up on the approach a couple feet and make him throw it slow. So close. Bottom. Wise men say only. There we go. We got Josh Groves a strike here on the stream, baby. Let's go. Let's go. None? Nope. What'd you throw the first 2 games?
I threw autogrammatic.
What? Oh, that global ball? And then what happened in the 3rd game?
Man, I don't know what Jordan and Blair did to 37 and 38, but holy smokes. That ball started hooking just at my toes.
Yeah.
So I got out of it and went to I think my pin on ion max, but it was too big a ball.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's my ion, coaching ion. was okay, a couple shots, but I just kept missing, really, honestly.
Well-
And I switched to my concept, and the 10th frame struck out. And I stayed in my concept when we moved pairs. And I think I was just really kind of a little too left with it. So if I missed a little left, it never saw it. If I missed right, it was through the face. So when we got to that pair, I made a like four and two right, 4 and 3 right move.
I've seen a few people get baited into moving back towards the gutter. It's not the
It's
play.
definitely not the play. Like, never in my day have I been like, oh, reactive gives me more room, but it absolutely gives me more room. Like urethane's like, I think I could get urethane there, but I don't think it's there enough. I don't think it's good enough. It like wiggles at the front of the lane. It's really weird. I didn't think it would. I thought there'd be enough volume at the front that it wouldn't. I don't know. It's just not what I expected. Last game was pretty good. And then I went to this like I like to look like really close to my feet, my mark. So like moving my eyes really far down the is kind of difficult sometimes. And that's what I needed to do that game. And I ended up actually told Sean, I was like, I said I just need to move my eyes down. I was like, I'm in the right ball in the right part of the moves. I'm looking too close, so I'm hitting where I want, but the ball's going too far left. So it'd be like getting it there. Yeah, high five Baggerton and did.
Yeah.
Ideas for tomorrow. How to execute better, test fair better.
They're tough. Fast is probably not good.
No, ball speed is probably the most crucial thing I have.
You got to be like, you need to get, like, for you, right, someone left, you got to throw it slow enough that your right miss slows down.
Correct.
And if you're not there, it's going to gas through it and you miss it up the lane. There's just not a lot of hold. It feels like there would be more hold, but there's just not.
I mean, all things considered, -6.
Yeah, for the 150?
Yeah, if I just shoot 190 that game, I'm leading. I felt bad for knocking Blair out of doubles last time. So.
Crazy.
So I led the squad.
It's so good.
Well, I don't know what Dallas shot yet.
Not good.
Burke?
He can max for 186.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
Nope.
But Carson shot 191.
Well, Carson is either 191 or max for 220. I get you.
Yeah, they're hard.
Yeah, they're not easy. But you good. Good. You gotta make shots.
Yeah, it's a foot longer than last year, and the ratio is last year's 2.9. This is 2.77. That's how much you want to buy into that stuff.
It's the things I'm not proficient at, and that's why we're here, right? If you put the same shot as the last time, it wouldn't be as fun as it is because there would be no, I don't know, the mental challenge is the fun part, right?
Carson shot 191, so yeah, Blair caps lead. And you might jump Dallas. You just, what, did you shoot 170?
Yeah, 170.
He'll get to even. You guys are going to be
77.
I'm curious how it'll play tomorrow.
It'll be interesting to see. I think the right side will open up pretty good, especially when you get maybe some of the higher rep rate guys.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Riley coming and Manny and those guys. I think they said they were coming.
We'll see. It opened up for me, but when I was testing it, what? I don't know.
I thought I would have maybe a little more look on the gutter with something, but definitely not the play. I don't think.
Nope.
That's okay.
Too many 2-2s, I think.
Yeah.
The one last year had 2, but it was like a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it just did this. So this one was just 9 2-2s and then sucks back in. Brr, brr, brr. Brr, brr, brr. Is it what you thought it was going to be, Dallas? I don't. I did the same thing when I was when I was trying to bowl for score on it. Like something just made me want to throw it at like 8 and like try to be straight with it because it would work and then it wouldn't and then it would work and then it wouldn't. And then as soon as I just slowed down and moved left and I had all this hold and little hook and it went to the pins.
37, 38 by slowing down and moving left.
Yep.
When I got here, I had to chase it right
Yeah,
because it's too much carry down.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird. It's just flat in the middle. When you make things flat in the middle, that's what you do. Especially when you use a lot of forward. What you do is you end up getting foil, and that's why you use the ball to hook. And it makes you have to tighten your angles.
They got tricky.
I think I do a better job tomorrow. Too many splits, though. Way too many splits. Which is an indicator that you're not in the right part of the lane.
Usually.
Back two pins. Just so I left the two pin, then I two pin again. Now I adjusted. I adjusted because I was okay, obviously, then I adjusted on the other lane.
All right. Is that all the scores? You got them all, yeah?
Well, I got all the scores just way down top.
So -3 for Dallas Burke is the number in the open division. -3, so it goes back down. -3 in the open division. Dallas Burke, Blair Caps leads +36, so he will. Hello, bro. Where's my mouse? Okay. Blair Caps. Them green is in. Leads the squad +36. And he will bowl on Sunday. I mean, you might be last, but you're in. Well, he was in way different. He threw a Vibo and a Black Venom. So maybe you got. He was in some. Tasha Groves leads the Under Division -83. -83, the 225 the last game. It goes up. And then the high women's Caitlin Robinson, -147. So there you have it. Friday's squad in the books. For the shootout doubles, now why this matters a ton is the bonus points. So for the shootout doubles, Blair Caps, Jordan Katz lead at -11. Duncan Whitaker and Morgan Robinson shot -116. So they're probably going to be winning. And you're going to want those bonus points. So I know a lot of heavy hitters are going to be here tomorrow. Obviously, it's the last qualify, but Andy Kinney's still yet to bowl. And, man, I am curious to see how this plays tomorrow. Because today, they were very difficult. One of the tougher patterns we've had, other than that Roanoke Island World Classic tournament. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., we'll be here for qualifying round number 2. Thank you all for watching. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. And good night.